All right, guys, we're down here at the beautiful Kentucky River. This is a short video. It's me and Eli and my buddy Mike, and Mike's lovely wife Rita have come up to the river, and we brought his little dog Lucy. We're gonna put her in a kayak and ride her around some in the kayak, and then we're gonna put her in the John boat and ride her around some, get her used to the vibrations, get her used to the noise of the outboard motor and stuff. It ought to be pretty easy. She's a good little dog, has a lot of fun when we take her out. So we anticipate for her to think this is pretty awesome. Now you might notice from all the videos that you've seen before, the river usually looks a lot bigger than this. We haven't had much rain all of August. Now first couple of minutes I'm out here, just gonna kinda hang out. Good. Nope, don't be going anywhere. Now see, I've got her leash on her, so she can't really go anywhere. We just kind of move around. We'll do some circles. Now here goes my dog. Listen, you big bonehead. Don't be coming out here wrecking me. Now we're gonna go on out here a little deeper. Remember guys, you're always trying to, like, when you're training, you're trying to progress based on mastery. So like I'm master sitting in the kayak at my kennel. Then I come out here and I do it by the bank. And then I go from doing it by the bank. Oh, and that kind of thing's gonna happen every once in a while, right there. Okay guys, so Lucy jumped out of the boat for a minute and I had to go get her. And now she's cold, and since it's only 70 degrees today, and we've got a good strong breeze here on the river, she's kind of miserable. Don't worry about that. You know, like I told you in the How to Handle Setbacks video, there's gonna be plenty of times where you know, your dog training, you get a little disappointed or things don't go as planned, and that's true for you and it's true for the dog. Okay, so you know, Lucy learned a valuable lesson there. She jumped out of the kayak and tried to go up there to Mike to see what Mike was doing, and she ended up back in the kayak anyway, so she had to do it no matter what, and now she's cold. As she gets older, then she'll kind of remember that, and she'll say, well, I'm not sure that I want to jump out of the kayak. All right, now Mike's going to get in the boat and take his turn. Okay, now one of the things that I want you to really think about when you're watching these videos is how we set our expectations in line with the puppy's developmental stage, okay, and the handler's experience. So Mike has a lot of experience kayaking, but he doesn't have a lot of experience kayaking with a puppy. Okay, and so what we've done, oh, that's too far, Mike. Let me slide you back out here. So what we've done is we've put Mike out here and we've kind of tasked him with a set of basic exercises. We want him to work on going forward and going backwards, and we want him to turn to the right there, Mike, and turn a full circle. So he's going to turn a full circle to the right, and when he gets done turning a full circle to the right, we're going to have him come in and turn a full circle to the left. Okay, and you might say, well, Stonnie, what's all that circling for and all that going backwards and forwards? Well, it's just what they call acclimatization, guys. We're just trying to acclimate the puppy to the broadest range of sensations that she can feel in that kayak. And you can come out here. I'll tell you what's weird, and you might be able to see it on this video or you might not. But right here in this section of the river, the wind picks up suddenly sometimes. It just, like, all of a sudden will start blowing, and it goes from no wind to a lot of wind. And you can come out here 3 or 4 days in a row and be practicing, and the water's real still, and like your dog gets perfect at coming forward and backwards and kind of rollouts and tilting and turning, but then the wind picks up. And then when the wind picks up, the kayak behaves a little bit erratically, and of course you get a little bit of kind of wave action on the surface of the river, and it smacks into the boat and it causes vibrations and noise. And so the same dog can come out here and have a successful 3 days, okay, but on the 4th day, if it's very windy, it's a completely different experience for them. Again, that's where having a training journal really comes in handy, because like you need to go out and make sure that you have actually trained under all the physical conditions that you're liable to run into in real life situations before you go into real life situations. So here's Mike, and we've got him in about 6 foot of water. In case he falls out, I can run out there and rescue him or the dog or my kayak, you know. And we're going to go down to the lake next week, and the lake's real deep, you know, and so of course I wanted to work this out before I had to rescue Mike in the lake. Eli, you think we could drag Mike out of the lake?
I hope so.
You know, we'd be on the news. Eli and Stonnie lose Woodstock kayaker. But anyway, back to what I'm saying is, like, we're going to come out here and I'll take this little session and I'll go in, and we had some good points in this session and some bad points. But remember when I was talking about setbacks in a video 2 or 3 times ago, the bad points or the setbacks, they're not really setbacks, guys. You know, the tough things that happen in life, the mistakes that you make, those are all great learning experiences, and that's how you should look at them. Like, so, you know, Lucy jumped out of the kayak on me earlier, and I had to come up here and get her, and you know, her and No Name both jumped out of the boat to play with some kids when I was down the way losing the cap on my outboard. So, like, we've had a few setbacks today, nothing big, you know, but I don't look at those setbacks as setbacks. I look at them as learning experiences. In other words, when something goes wrong, as long as you address it, then you know that that's one less time it's going to go wrong in the future, okay? And that's all we're doing out here with Mike, is we're putting him in situations to be successful, and we're going to gradually increase the stimulation level of these sessions, and we're going to gradually move him into real life settings, okay? So right now we're down at the river's down low, it's a very calm day with just some bursts of wind, okay? It's going to rain next week. We're going to come back up here and make Mike kayak in the rain. And you might say, well, Stonnie, why are you making Mike kayak in the rain? Because Mike likes to go camping, and sometimes he gets stuck out in the rain, right? So we don't want his dog's first experience with the rain to be on a real trip. We're going to do it in, you know, what's called scenario-based training, all right? Very nice. Look at Mike showing up his slide there. Dang.